Greetings guys, I hope everyone is good out there. Welcome to Carp Files. Of course, I've got my faithful companion with me again. Henry the Hound is in tow, although he is a little bit grumpy at the moment. I am not joking. He's seen his arse because I haven't made him a brew. Unbelievable, proper diva dog he's turning into. As he's getting older, he's getting grumpier, aren't you, mister? Hey? You need an entourage now, don't you? But yeah, we are out, we are angling. It is March the 29th, the Holy Grail, and nights are back on the table again. It felt absolutely amazing to be putting up a bivvy again, knowing that we've got two sort of full nights ahead of us and a proper session, you know, and that's what it's all about. And do you know what, it feels like the old June 16th. It had that sort of feeling again when we used to have a proper close season across all waters. You know, that was the feeling I got, and I haven't had that for bloody hell, best part of 30 odd years. So it was wicked to feel that again. Literally yesterday, getting all the kit ready, little boy at Christmas, I really was. But it's like I say, end of March. And obviously we've all been fishing days up until this point, and I must admit I've had a really good spring, to be fair. Only fishing the days, you know, sort of getting out for sort of 7 or 8 hours a day, and I've got amongst them, to be fair. I've had a really good, you know, spring has been very kind to me. What I'll do, I will flip back now to some footage literally from sort of 2 weeks ago. What I've been doing is trying to get out sort of every Monday for sort of those 7 or 8 hours through this sort of lockdown, and the sort of last 2 weeks, I suppose. This is the footage from the last 2 weeks. We'll go back 2 weeks ago to the first fish, an absolutely wicked 30 pounder. Check this footage out. Oh my word, what an absolute awesome fish this is. Just over 30 pound. Oh, my days, absolutely mega fish. Oh man, of course we're only fishing the days at the moment with this lockdown free still carrying on, but my word, it's always a little bit harder doing the days only, but what a prize to have. Check that beast out. That is absolutely amazing. That's a fish, my word. That is an amazing, awesome looking carp. Man alive, that is worth doing days for, isn't it? 30 pounds 6 ounces, and I could not be happier. That is an absolute wicked fish for the middle of March. So chuffed. Right, I'm going to spin this round, show you the other side of him, and then we'll get him back in his watery home. Right, so one last final goodbye of this absolute cracker. Absolutely mega, so chuffed. Days only, 30 pounder. Can't ask for more than that. Mwah, thank you so much. Right, back you go. Let's get this sling out the way, and then we'll see her on her way. Off you go, you. Off you go. So there you go. What an absolutely amazing fish. One of the prettiest fish I've ever caught. Absolutely stunning, in perfect condition, and looking great, still in those sort of winter colours as it's coming into spring. But yeah, absolutely delighted with that fish. And that's what I've been doing the whole time during this spring lockdown. I've been getting to the lake, not fishing for the sort of first half an hour or so, having a walk about and literally just scanning the water with binoculars. And the only reason I caught that fish is looking for those bubbles. You know, I was looking for the bubbles at sort of 60-70 yards, see a couple pop up, and I'm literally flinging single baits at them, and lo and behold, you know, an hour later or whatever it was, you know, the bobbin's away and we've got our prize. Literally a week later, same thing again, arriving to the lake, scan of the water, same thing again, found a couple of feeding bubbles, sling a single at it, and this is what happened literally a week ago. So here's the footage from the last fish we had on the last sort of day session. Another week, literally the following week, I had that lovely 30 pounder literally a week ago today, around the same sort of time as well, and would you believe it, It's gone again, same rod, same spot, same area as all the bubbles, and we've got him a little bit bigger this time. So check this awesome mirror out at 31.6. How about, hang on, it's a bit lively, it's had a bit of a rest in the sling while I've been getting the camera gear ready, but check him out. 31.6 of March mirror. That is absolutely sublime. You happy with that, pal? You happy with that, Henry? Yeah? So yeah, absolutely bowled over again. I don't know what I've stepped in this spring, but 230s in the matter of a week. I'll be more than happy with that. But yeah, that is an absolute cracking fish. Beautiful scale pattern. Little dotty scales here and there, and the other side is just as pretty, believe me. Hound's eating sticks as normal. Every time I get a fish, he starts eating sticks. It's his weird thing. But yeah, buzzing, absolute buzzing. Once again, just a single high-vis pineapple cast at bubbles. An hour later and it's ramped off. So mega, absolutely mega. Right, I will show you the other side of this one. Lovely little scale pattern on this side as well, and still sort of repping its winter colours. So can't ask for more than that. Hound dog is still chomping on sticks. Always the same when I get a fish, but buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Yes. Right, I've had my moment. Thank you very much. Mwah. Let's get this beautiful, beautiful creature back in its watery home. Yes. So there you go. Absolutely bowled over. You know, March has been very, very kind to me. Those two fish we've had on days absolutely blew me away, and I couldn't have asked for a better start to 21 really. So here we are, back on night, our first proper session of 2021, and I'm hoping we can sort of carry on the form that we've been in over the last month or so. So I've kept it really simple today as well, same sort of rigs. I'm fishing 2 on Ronnie's, and I got 1 on a bottom bait rig as well. Again, flinged out. Sort of, I'm fishing. If I bring up the actual footage now from the drone, looking back at the swim there, you can see the bivvy just at the bottom of the screen. If I just highlight the bubbler, that's the sort of underwater bubbler that the lake's got itself to sort of put oxygen in the water, if you like. So my left-hand rod, as you're looking at it, is just to that side there. That's the left-hand rod from the swim. And then the right hand rod, I've come the other side of the bubbler just there as well. So that's the sort of the middle rod, should I say, sorry. So I've got those two fishing at the same sort of distance, sort of 16 wraps or so. And then the third rod I've just put slightly longer into the bay. It's sort of it's got a really nasty sort of snaggy margin, and then as it bends round into the sort of what we call the back bay, that area there is quite hard. It's a nice polished area where I know the fish visit, especially this time of year in spring. They're sort of getting into the shallower waters, so I'm fishing that one just a little bit sort of up the marginal shelf, if you like, in about sort of 10 foot of water, which hopefully I know they sort of visit this time of year in that area. So I'm just edging me bets that the fish turn up. So with it as well, I've sort of put out a few spoms over the top of the area. I've kept the mix really, really simple. Last night before I came in the old utility, I whizzed up a load of the hybrid boilies there. That was in a food blender. To that I've added our own brand chipped maize and hemp mix. That's available, that's all PVA friendly. I've added that into the actual crumbed up boilie. I say crumbed, as you can see there, there's chipped boilies as well. They're all different shapes and sizes. Mix that around, give it a good sort of mix up, and then to those two sort of ingredient, or 3 ingredients should we say, I've added the awesome Cell Smart Liquid. And that's just, again, just give it a good dose of that stuff, good mix around as well, get that sort of liquid all evened out, and that's the sort of mix we're using. That's what I'm using today. So yeah, so obviously I've put the hook baits out at sort of 16 wraps either side of those bubblers, and I've put out not much, probably 4 or 5 spawns over each one, and I'm only using the medium spawn, so there's not a lot of bait gone out. Like I say, it's still spring, the carp are slowly waking up, but like I say, I'm sat in the mouth of a big southwesterly at the moment. This wind's really hacking in here, and I've just got a good feeling that the fish are going to turn up. You know, they are awake, they are moving about, and I really do feel they're up for a bit of feed. So that's how we're playing out on this trip itself. So fingers crossed we can get the first night session of the year up and running with a lovely, lovely fish as well. So fingers crossed, guys. I'm going to finish my brew. Well, actually I'm going to give the rest to him and kick back for the rest of the day, and hopefully one of those awesome alarms will sing out for us. Good evening, guys. Bit of an evening update. It's just gone 7 p.m. and the winds have finally calmed down. They got up to sort of 45 miles an hour earlier. Crazy white water, driving rain, wet, horrible day. Yeah, not the one to be fair, but yeah, looks like the worst has passed, and it's nice to have the last hour of light a bit more calmer. Henry's chilling out on the bed chair at the moment, all chilled out there, aren't you, pal? So, but yeah, nothing to report rod-wise. If anything happens, I shall let you know. If not, we shall catch it in the morning. It is the early hours of the morning now, and unfortunately we've lost one. I am absolutely livid, wounded, hurting, all at the same time. So angry at the moment. The wind's died down now, and since it got dark, I've been lying in the bag and I've had the odd couple of beeps, just a beep every now and again. I'm thinking a few liners of fish are in the area or on moving around the spot, and I've had this absolute tonking run. So got out the bag, ran out, hit it. As I've hit the rod, what's happened is during the course of the evening, since it's been sort of dark, I've had some floating branches come in on that wind, and of course they've rested up on the rod tips on the lines. So all these, what I thought were liners, were actually these floating branches just lapping on the rods. And of course I'm getting the beeps, and yeah, so I've gone out, hit the rod for the run. And I've got these bloody branches in the lines, and the fish is taking line, and I'm trying to reach for the branch to get it off, and I'm trying to flick it, and just couldn't get a direct line to the fish, you know. It's quite a hefty branch as well. And yeah, sort of, I don't know, 30 seconds I suppose, and I've gone to try and move the branch, and yeah, fish has popped off. So I'm absolutely wounded like you wouldn't believe. I'm so angry with myself. I sort of thought, you know, if I'd just got up earlier and gone and checked the, you know, when you're having those beeps, if I'd just gone and done that or done this, and all the scenarios you play out in your head. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? But oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry I've lost one. Oh man. But anyway, I've cast the rod back out, you know, fingers crossed. We've still got a night left, and all day tomorrow as well. So yeah, over to the carp gods. The rod's back on its spot now, so yeah, wounded. So I'm going to put the kettle on, contemplate what's just happened, and lick me wounds. Gutted, absolutely wounded. Wind is proper pushing in here now, isn't it? Hey, well, good afternoon, guys. All quiet on the rod front, unfortunately, although as you can see, the beautiful, stunning spring sunshine has arrived, and we're enjoying being out of the bivvy for once rather than being stuck in it. But the wind hasn't sort of let up. We've still got a good strong southwesterly pushing into us. I've redone the rods, so where we had the bite from last night, and I'm still hurting over that, if I'm honest. I'm still absolutely gutted that we lost that fish. But so where we had the bite from, I've sort of topped up that area. In my mind, obviously we had the bite, there's been fish there, they've obviously fed. So I've just topped that up with just a couple of spoms again. Again, not a lot of food, I'm only using the medium spoms. So I've put sort of 2 or 3 out, and I've put 2 rods on that area, sort of 6 foot apart. That's the one area. And then with the weather forecast tomorrow, it's getting up to 20 degrees, which is double what it was yesterday. So I've sort of the right hand rod on that snaggy margin now. I've brought that further up the marginal shelf into sort of 8 foot of water, with, in my mind, when the sun comes up in the morning, that's the first area that will get the sun. So I've sort of edged me bets and put one over there, and I've literally just peppered a few sort of boilies around it via the old throwing stick, sort of fishing about 10 foot off the actual snags, sort of locked up tight as well. So that's how we're playing out for the remainder of the session. Everything is as into my knowledge as best as it can be, you know. Everything, the cast went out perfectly. In my mind, everything's sitting cock on, ready for that take. So fingers crossed we can snare one before we go, pal, innit? We're going to hopefully snare one before we go. So now until then, we're going to enjoy the beautiful spring sunshine, kick back, relax, and hope for one of those 3 alarms to sing out.
Well, good evening guys. Well, I say good evening, it's morning, it's just gone 4 AM and you can probably tell by the grin that's on my face. We've got a fish. Yes! We've got a fish and it looks a real nice one, to be fair. Same rod as last night, same rod we had the bite on and lost. But yeah, it's come good again, same spot, and yeah, it looks a really nice mirror, to be fair. He's in the net at the moment, all looking lovely there. I've got the hound, that is Henry, keeping tabs on him. That's his job. As soon as we get a fish and it goes in the net, that's it, he just guards it now. I'm in the bivvy doing this and he's out there watching the fish. So yeah, it's a good tag team. So yeah, do you know what, to play a fish in the moonlight again, it's such a massive moon tonight, and to be back on nights and playing one, you know, just have those moments where the fish is lunging about, but just to take it all in, you know, and have that feeling of, yeah, it's fantastic, it really is. Oh, so happy I've got one, so happy. It looks a good one as well. So right, I'm going to stop me waffling, I'm going to get them out, everything sorted, bring them out, give them away, and show you guys our prize. But yeah, it looks a belter. Oh, so here we are, guys. Oh, what an absolute cracking mirror this is. So just give him a little bit of a weigh, and he's missing a scale here, but just give him a weigh and he's gone 27.5. But have a look at that. That is an absolute cracking fish. What a belter for the end of March. 27.5 of beautiful, beautiful mirror. Oh, it feels so good, you know, easy. After losing that one yesterday, you know, and then sort of redeeming myself, I suppose. Same rod, same spot. So I'm absolutely chuffed as nuts to get this one. So happy, yes. Oh man, right, I'll show you the side of this beautiful beast and then we'll get him back in his watery home. I've had my time, I've had my moment with him, and yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Back on nights. Here we go, there's the other side. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is wicked. Such a beautiful, beautiful fish that is. Over the moon, really, really am. The hound is just off camera at the moment, having a stare. Do you want to come say hello? Do you want to come say hello? No? Don't want to come say hello today. He's got stage fright, unlike you, Henry. But yeah, over the moon with that one. That is an absolute glorious, glorious looking fish. So fantastic. Right, thank you very much. Mwah. Right, we'll get him back. Yes.
Well, good morning guys, and welcome to a very beautiful spring morning. The sun is up and it's due to get up to 20 degrees today, which is unbelievable. Warmest day of the year so far, and I think the carp have got other ideas apart from eating food. They're going to be sunning themselves and enjoying the warmth. The hound looks like he's ready to go back to bed because he's quite happy lying in the mud here, to be fair, but nothing to report after we put that beautiful 27 back last night. I really did think, well, you know, we could be up for another fish sort of first light, but unfortunately nothing sort of materialised. But I've got to be happy, you know, we've had sort of 2 bites. I lost the first one unfortunately, but made up with it with that cracking mirror just a few hours ago. So yeah, no complaints from me whatsoever. I am more than happy to be back in the bivvy doing nights and enjoying fishing as it should be again. So this sort of brings to an end my private fishing or my syndicate fishing vlogs. So now the COVID restrictions have been lifted and we can travel about again, I've got a couple of fishery tours planned for this sort of late spring and early summer. We're heading off to a cracking venue in a few weeks' time, full of big fish. It's had a lot of work done, new swims and all sorts, and a luxury log cabin built. So we're going to be showcasing all that venue, and then after that, a few weeks later, we're heading off to a brand new day ticket water for the Shropshire region again. New water that's opening later this summer, so I'm looking forward to getting to that venue. Same sort of thing, showcasing it all, showing you all the swims and the facilities, you know, to sort of bring to light another new Shropshire day ticket. So looking forward to those two, and that's it from us. So I'm going to reel in those 3 rods now, get on my toes, get home. Nothing left to say, but thank you ever so much for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to catch you on the next one. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.